Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And we are up. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this. So they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Ready? 53. 53. Mike. Hey, here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Freeman again, a first down carry. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And it's complete. Hooper. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, 59, ready? Number West.
Complete to Austin Hooper. 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Nick Chubb, former prep and collegiate star here in this state at Georgia. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the ground, it's Chubb. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room.
Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Ryan, and that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper there to make the grab. And the Falcons push further out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 38, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. They'll let it go, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 61 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Ryan now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mayfield now. He finds his target, Beckham. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Third and short yardage. Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Freeman again. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
15 more yards. That's another Falcons 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47.
20. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. That's Bravo.
Again, Ryan. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Ryan now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken short.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Mike.
The Browns drive about to get started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, exactly.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Adrian Claiborne able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Mayfield to throw it. It's caught by OBJ. There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 73 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. It's been quite the game for him individually, a trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route, whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Seibert now to kick this thing away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They run. Devontae Freeman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sione Takitaki. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Here's Ryan to throw. And that is incomplete. TJ Carey right there in coverage. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Now it's Ryan. He finds a man with a crossing route and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Running the jet sweep, Landry. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Hey, alert! Hey, two.
They go play action. Mayfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. But it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will stay in the end zone.